You ever be watching YouTube and you get one of those ads? You know the ads with the AI voice talking about this product will change your life. It does all these amazing things. Well, I recently got an ad for this. So I said, let's try it out. First, I was suspect to the claim that H2 hydrogen could do anything for you. Well, boy, was I wrong, potentially. Come to the board. So, in nature,
Want me to open it?
shut up. I got it.
You're gonna hurt it.
In nature, there is what is called an ahydroxyl molecule. It comes from UV light splitting an H2O molecule, which is water, right? But you got this thing called a radical. And if we were back in the 80s, that would mean it's awesome. And it kind of is awesome because in nature, it is a detergent basically, and it bonds with other stuff like, say, that's something. Methane. So you've got this little unstable molecule, right? And it's like, hey, oh, hey, let me take one of those H's from you and I can make H2O. It can go back to H2O and it cleans up this methane particle because methane's bad. You know, that study they did about the cows and the methane and whatever. This helps clean up the atmosphere. There's more to it than that. And this, everything breaks down, and then it also creates more ozone, which I forget the nomenclature for ozone. Ozone up in the high up, good. Ozone down here, bad. So anyway, so it's producing it. I mean, it's cleaning methane up, producing something good, blocks out, UV rays for us and all that stuff. And then we use hydrofluorocarbons and deplete it, and the circle of life or death, whichever way you want to put it. Anyway,
This is why you should graduate, so you know this stuff.
and let me preface this, or mid-face this. I am no chemist by any means. I sucked at chemistry in high school and college and everything. So take this with a grain of salt. I know I'm going to have mistakes. But in the body, hydroxyl works the same way. However, it can do crazy things. So this hydroxyl thingamajob is a radical, and it can bind with a protein or something, which would have a long chain, blah blah blah, but it'll steal or borrow whatever thing you want to talk about. It will adopt a hydrogen from the protein, and that creates a protein radical, which in turn can make another radical and another radical. And the next thing you know, trying to figure out a good example that won't get me in trouble. Next thing you know, you got all these radicals running free in your body doing who knows what, because just like in real life, they've been radicalized. All bets are off. So, what hydrogenated water does is it says, hey, over here, I can give you a hydrogen. You leave my proteins alone, and then the other H will bind with another OH, and then you've got two more water molecules. So the other important thing about hydrogen is in the mitochondria, which is what? The power plant of the cell. Inside the cell, hydroxyls are produced. Something to do with hydrogen peroxide and whatever. So, the hydrogen molecules are small enough to infiltrate the cell wall and take out the radicals. Sort of like a SEAL Team 6 operation. So, jury's still out whether hydrogenated water, the stuff, ingested through water is actually beneficial to you. But, let's say it is. The thing we really need to know is this thing even capable of producing hydrogen? Let's open it up, see what we got.
Would you like some help? Let me get.
I got it.
The viewers are going to judge me for not helping.
It hydrogenates it.
It just pumps water into it, or air into it.
Hydrogen?
Yep.
Air, look at this. Hydrogen-rich water is called water in Japan.
Oh.
We learned that hydrogen is not soluble in water. In fact, hydrogen water is not soluble in water, but its solubility is indeed relatively low through modern scientific and technological means, so that a large number of hydrogen water dissolved in the water, the production of hydrogen. The source of the disease in the human body is the end of the cell damage or aging caused or accelerated cell aging. Element is the excess of hydrogen-free radicals the people in breathing. Smoking, drinking, ultraviolet, strenuous exercise will produce a lot of free radicals. Make sense?
Yep.
After talking about Japan, yet this says Singapore. Suspicious? Alright, so after doing a little bit of research, I found out that the way hydrogen is put into water is through pressure. Normally. I don't see how this is going to pressurize anything. Actually, I don't even know where I'm going with this. I assume this little piece down here is a hydrogen generator, and it's going to pump its little hydrogen bubbles up into here, and with this leak-proof cap, all that hydrogen will be condensed into the water, and then you drink it. So, hydrogen is lighter than air. If we put a collection receptacle on top and we let this run, theoretically, the hydrogen will move through the water and up into our collection vessel, right? Well, let's give it a try. Hey, everybody! Look at this awesome shirt George got me. But I want to update a few things. I'm doing fine. I'm out of my splint into a brace. I don't have to have a cast because I got it all plated and screwed. It's nice and secure. Just can't, I can wiggle my fingers, but I can't.
Don't.
I can't lift like more than 2 pounds for a while. So, Marte's gonna have to do wrenching and stuff. Second, thank you all for your well wishes. I am getting better, and it's going to be soon. So, another thing, we didn't make it to the Beast Wars, and that's okay. I appreciate everyone that voted for us. For those of you that didn't vote for us, I guess you just want to see another Cherokee build. You don't want to see a cool S10 build, but I'm not mad at you because I understand. It's good to let some smaller channels in there. I totally agree with you. So no big deal there. Maybe we'll do something with that S10 Blazer, maybe not. Third thing, most important thing, most of you have noticed that Tucker has been missing, and yes, he has moved on, left the channel, and we wish him the best, and I'll always appreciate him for what he has done for me. Tucker's been editing almost everything I've ever done on YouTube for the last 3 years. And you can see it in the video quality. We're working on it. We'll work through it. But he's an amazing editor, and we wish him the best. And now on to some science. All right, we got the vessel charged. I need you to open that.
I knew you needed me here.
Thank you. We'll start with this much. Let's see what happens. Is that the button? Oh, there's the other. There's the button. Ooh, look at all those bubbles.
Camera right there so you can watch.
We're hydrogenating. I turned it off. I don't want to waste all that good hydrogen.
Good point.
We gotta collect it. I need you to. Oh, wait. Oh, I got it.
Got it?
This is like a perfect fit.
You're gonna get me in trouble if you hurt your hand more.
Well, why are you letting me do this stuff?
You're the boss. I don't want to get slapped with a glove.
That's not what I heard. So let's let this thing chooch.
This is super intense.
Wonder how long it'll keep going until it shuts off. Is it escaping the water? Do we have any movement from the glove? Are we still producing?
It looks like it.
We're making something.
Let's lift this up.
It's a lot of bubbles.
Well, if all else, at least it's a cool cup with a light.
And bubbles.
Yeah, a bubbly cup with lights.
Well, we're gonna let this work its magic for a while, and if anything fun happens, we'll let you know.
Do we need to time lapse it?
Probably. We ran this 4 times, 4 cycles, which should be about 12 minutes. And if there's any gas, it should be at the top of the cylinder or a little bit in the glove. Even though the glove didn't expand, maybe it did a tiny bit. But once this penetrates whatever material that's made out of, we should see some flame, right? And hopefully my good hand stays intact, because it's just a flame, right?
Yeah, right?
Telling the truth. The glove's flammable! Ooh. Who knew the glove was flammable?
We need to do another test on it.
Let's
Get
see
it.
how flammable this glove is.
The hydrogen made it more flammable.
It could be. Maybe it was a hydrogen soaked glove. These are nitrile, right?
Yeah.
Nitrile glove. Yep, they're flammable.
I'll get the fire extinguisher. Okay.
Okay, so that's a bad test. Who knew? What do we got that it's not flammable?
Could we do just take the glove off, push the button, and try to light it? Or do you think it won't work?
I don't think it will work. We can try.
I mean, technically,
Because it's just going to escape
that's
without
true.
anything to trap it.
It's got to go by the flame, though.
Now it's ruined. All right, we're gonna reset and try something else. So the plan is to use aluminum foil. We can still burn through it. but it itself won't burn.
Won't catch.
So if anything burns, that should indicate the presence of hydrogen. Right? Right?
Sure.
I don't know.
Aluminum foil, even. Oh, we gotta put water in first. You're the scientist.
So if we go with a tiny bit of water, it can't accept all the hydrogen and it'll come out, right?
Right.
Here we go, I guess. Bubbles. All right, we're gonna run this a few times and we'll see if that expands at all. All right, it definitely produces something, some condensate in there from something. Let's see what happens. Safety glasses.
Are you saying I should back up?
You never know what's gonna
I'm
happen.
gonna put mine.
This could just go anywhere.
Why you gotta make me scared? Ooh.
Does that count?
I mean,
They went.
that proves there was something.
So. All right. You may have seen a experiment where people produce hydrogen from electrolysis using a diode and an electrode and, or is it a cathode? Whatever, electricity with a you may have seen some experiments creating hydrogen with water, electricity, and a electrolyte. Well, this isn't using an electrolyte, so how could it possibly work? Well, I'll tell you. Upon further study, this has an SPE electrolytic membrane that's supposed to do something. Looks like it's legit technology if this actually uses it. You'll have to make that decision for yourself. I'm a little skeptical. Also, hydrogen is naturally produced in the body by fermentable carbohydrates. So, if you're cutting carbs, maybe this can help you out with other stuff. If you're eating carbs, don't eat too many. You're gonna gain 10 pounds like I did. But, balanced diet, I think that's all you need. As always, if you've got something else going on, little celiacs, some lactose intolerance, some other intolerance, Marte intolerance, you know? Maybe this is good for you. I don't know. I'll let you decide.
You gonna try it?
It's burnt. There's still crispy stuff in there. I don't know if I want to ingest burnt nitro.
You've had worse.
Not on purpose. All right. So what do you... Tell us what you think in the comments about this new fad, this, you know, it's the new alkaline water. I did like that Chuck Norris water. It was pretty tasty. I mean, they don't even have it anymore. Why not if it was such a good thing? Is this going to fall out of fad in another year or two? Or is it here to stay? Let us know what you think. And until next time, we'll see you next time.